Have you ever eaten Greek food? Greek food? I've eaten, how do you say it? Falafel? Have you ever eaten Russian food? I've never eaten Russian food. Have you ever eaten Vietnamese food? I see it written down. Is it pho? Have you ever studied French? I have. I studied French for 5 years. Can you still speak French? Nope, not at all. Have you ever studied an Asian language? I've studied Japanese. I can still speak it a little bit now, and I studied a little bit of Korean, but I don't speak Korean. Have you ever met a Spanish person? A Spanish person? Actually, I don't think I have. Have you met a Chinese person? Oh yes, I've met lots of Chinese people. Have you met a Brazilian person? I feel like if I say no, then I have. Probably I've met a Brazilian person. Have you ever seen a German movie? I haven't seen a German movie. I haven't seen very many movies. Have you seen a Canadian movie? I don't know. Have I? Have you ever bought something from Italy? From Italy, I have. I have bought. Not for me, but I bought my mother a handbag from Italy one time. What was the brand? I have no idea. She asked me to buy a brand and I bought it, but I don't know which one it was. Have you bought something from Japan? I've bought lots of things from Japan. I lived in Japan for a few years, so I've bought all kinds of things from Japan. Have you ever been to France? I have. Actually, I have been to France a couple of times. My high school has a house in France, so for our school trips, we would go to France every year. Have you been to France? You know, I haven't really. I took a bus from England to Prague, so the bus drove through France, but it never stopped. What other countries have you been to? I've been to Germany, I've been to Hong Kong, I've been to South Korea, and I've been to China. What countries have you been to? I've been to countries in Europe. I've been to Israel, I've been to Cambodia and Laos. I worked in Thailand, and I've been to Taiwan and Korea. Which country did you like the best? Oh boy, that's impossible. I will say this. I love Seoul. I love Seoul, Korea. It's a great city. Okay, anyway, thanks to Layla. Are you busy this weekend? Yes, I'm so busy because I'm moving. What do you have to do? First, I have to prepare my apartment, so I need to pack all of my things. Do you need help? Yeah. Do you have time to help me? I can help you on Sunday. Are you busy on Saturday? Yeah, on Saturday I have to work. I have to teach 2 classes. And then, after I teach, I have to grade papers. Oh, it sounds like you're really busy too. Plus, I have to meet my friends that evening. What will you do with your friends? I'm helping my friend also. My friend has car problems, so I have to take him to the mechanic. But on Sunday, I can help you. Do you have to go to the post office? I do have to go to the post office. I almost forgot. At the post office, I have to submit a form to say my new address. When is your mom's birthday? It was 1 month ago. What time should I be here? I have to go to City Hall by 3 p.m. So, can you come at 2? Okay, but if you want to go to the dump closes at noon, so we have to leave early. Can you come at 11? Yes, okay, so I will see you at 11 o'clock. What do you do? I always do the same thing. If I'm stressed, I clean. What do you do if you feel stressed? If I'm stressed, I exercise. What do you do if you have really low energy? To be honest, if I have low energy, I sleep. What do you do if you feel tired? Well, if I'm just really sleepy, of course, I sleep. But if I have low energy, I eat vegetables. So I make a salad or I eat just vegetables raw, like a raw carrot or celery or something like that. I find that when I eat vegetables, I get a really big energy boost. But surprisingly, fruit does not work. I think maybe because of the sugar in fruit. Fruit makes me sleepy, so if I eat a banana or an apple, sometimes I don't feel more energetic, but vegetables, always. What do you do when you're bored? You're really bored. What's something you like to do to pass the time? If I'm bored, I love to listen to something. And I have 3 things I like to listen to. If I'm walking or running, I like to listen to music. If I'm cleaning the house, I listen to a podcast. Or if I'm just resting, I listen to a book, an audiobook. What do you do? Similar to you, I will find something to read or maybe watch on TV. So if there's a sports game on, I'll watch sports. If there's nothing on the TV related to sports, then usually I'll surf the channels on TV and hope I find something that's a documentary or informative. I don't like to watch dramas. I don't like to watch TV shows or movies and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll read, but I find that when I'm bored, for some reason I don't want to read. What do you do when you get really upset and you need to calm down? Somebody makes you angry. What do you do? Oh, when I'm upset, I leave. I don't want to shout or be angry or say something mean. So when I feel myself becoming angry, I immediately leave. And later, when I'm calm, I try to solve the problem, talk to the person, fix the situation. But my first response is to leave. What do you do if you feel upset or angry? That's so interesting you say that because we're complete opposites. Layla, why do you have 3 computers? I know, it's crazy. I do have 3 computers. Before, I had 4 computers. Now, I only have 3 computers. I have 3 computers because I use computers for my job. So I have 1 computer for my house, 1 laptop computer for my house, and I always keep that computer at my house. It's so heavy. It's a MacBook Pro, and I don't like to carry it, so I leave it at home. And I have a MacBook Air. It's very light. It's not heavy. And I use my MacBook Air when I travel, when I go to school, when I go downtown to a cafe. So yeah, I have 1 computer for home and 1 computer for when I travel. How about the other one? Oh, the other computer. The other computer is old. It's also a MacBook Pro and it's 7 years old. What do you do if you need something that's on the other computer? Well, I use cloud computing, so I use Dropbox. So Dropbox shares everything. So all computers are linked and they share all the files, so it's no problem. How many do you have? I have 3 phones, also for my job. I have an iPhone, I have a Samsung Galaxy, and I have a Nokia Windows phone. Which one do you like the best? That's tough. I think I like the Samsung Galaxy the best because it's bigger and easier to read. But the iPhone has good apps. I like the apps on the iPhone. And the iPhone is very reliable, so it always works. How about the Nokia? The Nokia is also a good phone. It's a Windows phone, and I travel a lot, so when I travel, I always take the Nokia phone, and I use a new SIM card in the country, and that is my phone when I travel. I usually leave my Galaxy phone or my iPhone at home. Does the website often have problems with one phone or a different phone? Usually not. Usually everything is okay. But sometimes media files like audio files or video files do not work on the phones. So sometimes I have to change things. But usually it works. How many computers do you have? Well, at home we have 1 laptop, and it's kind of big, so I don't usually take it out with me. And then we have a personal computer, and we also have a tablet, an iPad. Why are you eating soup every day? That's because I love to cook the soup. Do you make the soup? Yes, it's very easy to make. How do you make the soup? What's your secret? Well, I like to cook very easily, so I buy meat that's already cut up. Usually chicken, and then some rice, usually brown rice. And then I buy some vegetables. So after I bought the ingredients, I chop them up and put them all together in water until it boils and add some seasoning.
Okay, so you say the water boils. So as soon as the water boils, that's when you put in all the ingredients.
How do you give the soup flavoring? I usually add salt and pepper, maybe some garlic, and depending on the type of soup, maybe either some soy sauce or lemon juice. Do you put the flavoring in after you put in the ingredients or before you put in the ingredients? Maybe after, but usually right about all at the same time. Then, after you cook the soup, do you put the soup in the refrigerator? Do you let it sit outside? I usually eat some right then, and I also put it in containers for the week. But I let it sit in the containers out on the counter for a while for it to cool before I put it in the refrigerator. You don't put it in the refrigerator until it's cool? Until it's about room temperature. And then how do you heat it up? Do you heat it up in a pot? Or do you heat it up in the microwave? In the microwave. It's the easiest. Hey Layla, we're having a party this Saturday. Do you want to come? Yeah, that sounds fun. When is it? It's at 10 o'clock. Do you think you can make it? As long as I can get a ride. Where do you live? I live about 10 minutes down the street. Can I bring something? Yeah, you can bring whatever you want. You don't have to bring anything, but if you want to bring your own dish or your own food, that's fine. But there will be some food provided. It's kind of your choice. Now, do you play sports? If no one is throwing a ball at my face, yes.
Okay, well, we will play soccer if we have enough people. So we're hoping to get enough people. So would you play?
Can you call before 8 a.m.? Yes, I will definitely let you know. Actually, if we think the weather is going to be bad, we will call you the night before so you don't have to worry about it. Should they also bring things for the party? If they want to, they can bring stuff, but they don't have to. How many friends are we talking about? Maybe 6 or 7. How many teams will we make? I'm sure we'll just have 2, but we'll have a big game. So, Layla, you're getting married soon. How are things going? Things are going pretty well. We have a lot of planning to do. Have you hired a band yet? No, we haven't hired a band yet. My brother has some friends who were in a band, so he's going to ask them. Have you gotten the caterer for the wedding? Yes, we have gotten a caterer because the food is very important, so we ordered it in advance. Oh, what kind of food? We're going to have traditional American food. Have you bought a dress yet? Yes, of course, I have bought a dress. That's the most important part. So last week, I picked up my new dress. Have you tried it on yet? Yes, I've tried it on many times already. Have you shown it to your groom-to-be? No, I haven't shown it to my groom-to-be because it has to be a surprise on the wedding day. Have you ordered the flowers? No, not yet. I haven't ordered the flowers because I'm waiting for some special flowers from the florist. So, still waiting. Have you set out the invitations? Yes, we have sent out the invitations. We sent them out maybe a month ago. Am I invited to your wedding? Oh, I brought the invitation with me today. Anything else you wish you would have done? I might have been more involved in the sports clubs at my school. For example, the American football team. I played in high school, but in college, I wanted to play, but I didn't have the motivation to push me over the edge to actually go out and really put my heart into it. I went to one training day and kind of tried out, but I didn't really pursue it as much as I would have liked. I think it would have been fun to be part of that culture and that environment. How about something that you did do that maybe now you wish you hadn't? I pierced my ears in high school because that was the cool thing to do. But now I don't wear earrings. And yeah, looking back on it, kind of just a silly thing to do that I'm following the trends that, trends usually pass. Anything else you would have changed? I might have made different decisions about my girlfriends at the time. I had a really good girlfriend at the beginning of college, and things didn't work out because of a variety of reasons. But I think if we would have worked on it, we could have. We could have made it happen. So yeah, that's something I think about sometimes, about life in college. It's always, college love is kind of a crazy thing. So yeah, we're too much like kids, I guess. I think at that age. Where would you like to have studied abroad? Really, anywhere. I always loved to travel. So I would have been open to going anywhere. You said you studied nursing? What would you have studied otherwise? Well, I first went into nursing because everyone, since I was really little, told me that I would be a good nurse. So I thought it was my calling in life. And then, after taking lots and lots of science classes, which I'm really bad at, I decided to switch majors to education. And then I ended up liking that major, so I'm really happy that I switched. What kind of art do you like? Mainly dance, but I was also really into music growing up, so musical instruments and singing. Do you have any friends that were interested in art or dance that you had in those times? Not really. No, actually. How did your friends and family respond to your red hair? My mom didn't like it so much. She thought I was going to dye like natural red, but it was more of a fuchsia red color, so she didn't like it very much. But my friends and siblings understood because I've always been very different and I didn't really care what other people thought about how I looked. How long did you like it? For a while, until I wanted to change. I love change, so I'd always switch it to something else.